Hey guys, it's me, cyoubx. If you hear a loud sound in the background, it's because it's really hot in here and I have the AC on. So I asked on stream the other day what video I should make next. Recently I've been doing a lot of stuff with virtual cubes, controlling them with really silly devices like joysticks and motion control. But I wanted to do something different, something that was almost backwards of what I have been doing, and actually use a cube to do something kind of nonsensical. EddTheRexMan was in chat on my Twitch stream and suggested that I should play Pokemon using a smart cube. And now we're here. It turned out to be kind of a difficult project. In fact, as of right now, I still haven't finished the project. It's just that at this point I'm confident enough that I can do it that I'm going to start filming. The main issue I had was that I couldn't really connect the GAN Smart Cube to my computer. Specifically, I'm using Windows and Python, and Windows plus Python is just kind of like, Windows and Python is kind of like a bad marriage. It's kind of like where two partners settle for each other, but they're not really right for each other. Things are tolerable, but not ideal. So I actually messed around on Windows for probably like 10 hours or something, trying to get the Smart Cube to actually connect and send data to my Windows computer. It didn't work. I also happen to have Linux, so I tried doing it in Linux, but I got lazy, so that also didn't work. Instead, I realized that Chrome actually has a nice Bluetooth API built in, and other people have already been using it to connect to Smart Cubes, such as CS Timer, as well as a variety of other apps like cyoubx. And I figured since I wanted a virtual cube on the screen while I play Pokemon anyway, it kind of makes sense to kill two birds with one stone. Maybe I can use that Chrome API to not only show the cube on the screen, but also send signals to my Python code. So that's basically what I did. And when I say what I did, I really mean that I asked the right people for help. Someone who's been in the cubing scene for longer than I have and has a lot of experience working with smart cubes as well as building a variety of cubing apps is Lucas Garron. He's been working on this massive project that I'm not going to go into detail now because this video would take 30 minutes, but it's basically a list of a lot of really commonly used cubing apps that's all sort of integrated into one. Essentially, what I asked him was a way to extract moves from Twizzle, which is essentially the app that I wanted to use, so that I could use them in Python. He got back to me in about 3 minutes, and he also gave me a server so that I could work with it more easily, and yeah, the hard part's basically done. So let me attempt to demonstrate how this works. So this is Twizzle.net. So here right now I have a virtual cube. I've already connected my GAN Smart Cube, so you can see if I rotate the cube, there's an accelerometer that also rotates the cube on the screen. The orientation is not exactly the same, but that doesn't really matter for what I'm going to use it for. And obviously if I turn the face, then you see the corresponding move on the screen as well. Importantly, you can see on the top here that there's just a bunch of U's. It doesn't coalesce into U2, U2, or just delete everything and have nothing, even though it's a solid state. So this is really important because if I'm going to play Pokemon and I'm going to do a lot of repeated movements, let's say I'm going up for whatever, a minute, I'm going to be spamming the same move over and over again, and I don't want those moves coalescing. I want them to be separated like this. So then the last step is really to be able to not only move the cube on this web app, but actually send these moves to Python. This is the server code that Lucas wrote for me, and it's, I think, fairly straightforward. It's just using WebSockets. The cool thing about it is that on Twizzle, it's now actually connected to my computer. So now when I make a move, you'll actually see a bunch of information being displayed in the console. So let me show you that right now. So now I have the cube connected, and there's actually an accelerometer, which is why whenever I rotate, or even if I don't rotate, you'll see a lot of information being displayed about the orientation of the cube. I don't actually care about the orientation, so I'm going to remove that. But now if I make a move, you can see that there's different information that appears. So I can actually extract the move directly now from this cube app. Alright, moment of truth. I just finished remapping the keys in the code. I have the emulator running. I have the cube open. I'm going to connect the cube now via Bluetooth. Yeah, we'll see if this works. Okay, so the cube is paired. As you can see, I can make moves on it. I'm going to click over here so you can see that even though this is not the active window, the cube is still moving. Pokemon is now playing. This is obviously the start. I haven't started playing or anything like that yet. And we'll see if the moves work. So the moves are not maybe super intuitive to you, but they're what make the most sense to me. So I have U and U prime being left and right on the direction pad, R and R prime being up and down on the direction pad. I have F and F prime to be A and B respectively, and then I have L and L prime to be start and select, although I don't remember which one is which. I'm not using any of the D or back moves because they don't seem super ergonomic to me, although if I end up needing to use the left and right triggers, I have the option to do that. So let's see if I can actually start. So maybe L prime. Yes! It works. So select, I think, is L and L prime is start. So let's do a new game. Oh wait. Oh wait, maybe it's A? Do I press A? I forgot how this works actually. A? Yes! This is actually madness. So I'm gonna keep doing A. Or I pressed B by accident, I think. Okay, so maybe it's a little bit buggy. Alright, editor cyoubx here. I was editing the video and I just realized that I have about an hour's worth of footage where I did not have the microphone on. It was really good footage too. It was basically me actually debugging and figuring out why the cube wasn't controlling the emulator the way that I wanted it to. In short, I tried 3 or 4 different emulators. They all had the same problem. I looked online to see if other people had similar issues, and actually a lot of people did. They all had the same problem where if you simulated a key press, the key wouldn't release, so it would just look like you were pressing and holding a key, which is why you wouldn't be able to use the same key multiple times. Unfortunately, a lot of those people posting those questions on Stack Exchange or whatever didn't actually get working solutions. But I did actually find a repo where someone just had a character run around in circles in an emulator, and I looked at their code, and what I realized was that there were 2 things that needed to be done. One was you have to manually release the key, so you can't just have it be pressed, because if you do that, the emulator thinks it's a press and hold. The second thing is you have to actually add some sort of time delay between the press and the release. If you don't, which is originally what I did, it's too fast and the emulator can't actually get the key press. So what the code does now is every single time you do a turn, it simulates a key press, waits 200 milliseconds, and then releases the key. And yeah, I mean, after that, it works. My cube is charging right now because the GaNCube kind of sucks, to be honest. It's like a little stinky. It only works for like an hour before the battery dies. So it's charging right now. We'll let it charge for a couple more minutes while people are coming today to the stream, and then we'll get the cube, we'll get it set up, I'll show you how everything works, and then we'll try to play some Pokemon, and we'll see how far we get. But I'm super hyped. Unfortunately, I think people have class, so I don't think it's going to be a super active stream in terms of like viewers, but whatever, like you guys are here and that's what's important. You're here to witness something that I don't think anyone else has done before. So I'm like really excited about this. Thanks again, Ed, for the idea, and thanks for being here to witness the start of it. All right, so I have the cube here. Let me change views. I've already set up an overlay. Here we go. I already have Pokemon Emeralds running like halfway here. I think what I'll do now is I need to actually connect everything. So first thing I'll do is run the code, which is basically just a server. I think I need to actually refresh Twizzle, which is the online virtual cube app that I'm using, and I'll talk more about this, throughout the stream and stuff. Let's see this. So I'm going to pair. You can't see this because I'm on Chrome right now, but right now all I'm trying to do is pair the GaNCube, which hopefully you can see on screen. Okay, it is paired. So I guess for the sake of completion, I'll show you kind of what this looks like. So if I show you this is the virtual cube. If I rotate, you can see that there's accelerometers in the cube. And then if I make a move, obviously you can see the move here. And so what I've done is I've remapped the moves. So they're not maybe intuitive to you guys, but these are the moves that were the most intuitive to me. So the WASD keys, or the arrow keys, the D-pad keys, left and right is going to be U and U prime respectively. So it's basically like if this piece moves to the left or right, so that's what makes sense to me. And then up and down is going to be R and R prime. I've used F and F prime for A and B respectively, and then start and select is L and L prime. I currently don't have anything mapped for D or B moves because I don't think I actually need them to play this game. But you could imagine if there was a more complicated game that I wanted to play, or if I wanted to use the left and right bumpers, I could do that. But for now, I mean, the controls are pretty simple, so I think this should be all I need. So, I don't know, what do you guys think? You think we should just give this a try? What am I going to name the character? Probably cyoubx. Alright, have fun at Class WCA. It's your first day, right? Have fun, have fun. Okay, so I think I can skip through it already, right? So if I just do this, press A, it advances. I pressed F instead of start, or sorry, A instead of start, but I think that's the same thing. You can see if I go down, it goes to option. If I go up, it goes to new game. So for the sake of completion, we'll do something like this, and you can see I can now do fast text, battle scene. Let's keep it off, or off maybe. Sound, mono's fine. I don't really care. Yeah, I mean, as you can see, it's pretty good. And then B is just F prime. All right, so we'll do a new game. We can advance. Actually, maybe we can't advance through this. Here we go. Maybe I'm doing something wrong. Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right. What's my name? I guess we got to go with cyoubx, right? I feel like that's the only. Sorry, these controls are like, I'm not super familiar with them yet, but that works. Man, this brings back so many memories. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go Mudkip. I remember when I played this when I was younger, I picked Torchic, but I'll probably pick Mudkip this time around. Yeah, so you can see to go up, I can just do like a little spinny move. Is there anything that I need in here? I actually don't remember. So we can interact with things obviously like this. I don't think I actually need anything in here, right? Sure, I'll take the potion. Withdrew one potion. Is there anything in here that I need, or can I just go set the clock in the room? I don't really. Okay. I'm getting a little bit used to the controls actually. 6:25. I should have set the time to 6:25. Oops, I went too far. I went too far. Let me just let myself in. Ooh, the daughter is upstairs. Spicy. Oh, the daughter's not upstairs. What a lie. Unless this is the daughter. Oh, there she is. I have an interview soon, so I don't know how much longer I'll stream today. I'm gonna try to win a fight though, and maybe like select a starter and stuff like that. So we'll see how far we get. Sure, I'll go see what's happening for you. Uh-oh, someone needs help. Mudkip. Yeah, everyone okay with Mudkip? I'm doing it. I'm picking Mudkip. What if I just run? Alright, I'll fight. This is surprisingly easy to use. Broke, spending $60 on a second-hand GBN Emerald cartridge. Woke, spending $60 on a Bluetooth cube. Yes, you can play any game. Tetris is on my list of games to play with this as well. I'm gonna name it Ed, because this was his idea. Ed's my Mudkip. I'm like so happy right now. This is the best thing I've done in quarantine. I think what's really funny about all of this too is I've actually used this Scan Smart Cube for more non-cubing specific things at this point than actually for cubing. Just because like the Cube Station app is so bad that like I'm trying to figure out other ways to use this thing. Grind up to level 10? Okay, we can do that. We can grind up to level 10. Ooh, my PP getting real small now. We've done it. We've gotten to level 10. How am I gonna run? I haven't thought that far ahead. Press B while wearing... Okay, hold on. That's not gonna work. Okay, yeah, I need to figure out a different way of doing this. Because right now I can only walk. So we'll say B is to... press and hold. B, which is going to be, I've keybind is E, and we just never release it, so it'll just be stuck. And then if it's a B prime, it unsticks it. I think that should probably work. Should we try it? So I think B toggles run. Oh! You guys! It works! Yeah, okay, and now we're walking again. Yes, it works. Don't miss my interview. My interview is not until... Oh, okay. Well, okay. Time goes by very quickly. I need... Thanks for the reminder. Actually, real talk, doing this streaming and like a lot of YouTube stuff in general has made me feel really comfortable in interviews, because oftentimes I get asked questions anyway and I have to think on the spot. So it's made me feel really comfortable. It's nice, actually. I don't really have to like worry about it too much anymore. Is my YouTube and Twitch on my resume? YouTube, yes. Twitch, not so much. But yes, YouTube is on my resume. It's been brought up every single interview, and it's actually, it's been so nice to have, because, not that it's necessarily relevant to every job I apply to, but the fact that it's on there makes for a really easy icebreaker. So usually that's the first thing we talk about, and then it creates a really comfortable environment. So it's really, really nice. You might not be able to tell, but it is looking absolutely apocalyptic out there. There's like a yellow haze. It's pretty crazy. So that was playing Pokemon using a Rubik's Cube. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and press that bell notification. I'm going to be playing a lot of this on Twitch in the foreseeable future, basically until I beat the game. So if you're interested in seeing how it works and you have more questions or anything like that, please just go to my Twitch stream and ask me questions there. But yeah, I'm super stoked about this. I think it was a really fun project. Thank you so much to EddTheRexMan for the idea, and Lucas Garron for setting up the server so that I could actually pull the moves from the Smart Cube and use them for this emulation. Thanks for watching, and until next time, toodles.
All the pieces feel the same, don't they?